And how many other side of doctors I know who are only for themselves, who work only in the AC rooms, etc., who do not go into the tribal areas and the village areas of India, where the other side is more needed. This is where Vivekananda makes a difference. So, what I am trying to tell you, strength is what we want, every time strength. And the first step in getting strength is to uphold the Upanishads and believe, I am the soul, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Me the sword cannot cut, nor weapons pierce. Me the fire cannot burn. Me the air cannot dry. I am omnipotent. I am the omniscient. Repeat these blessed saving words. Do not say we are weak. We can do anything and everything. What can we not do? Everything can be done by us. We all have the same glorious soul. Let us believe in it. Have faith as Nachiketa. At the time of his father's sacrifice, faith came unto Nachiketa. I wish that faith would come to each of you, and every one of you would stand up a giant, a world mover with a gigantic intellect, an infinite God in every respect. That is what I want you to become. This is the strength that you get from the Upanishads. This is the faith that you get from there. A new spirit, as your Dr. G was telling, the topic itself is intriguing, is interesting, making life out of life. I specifically selected the topic because the caterpillar's life will give you what? After some days, it will give you a butterfly. A life transformed into another life. A baby born, a victim of circumstances. A little extra heat or a cold will kill the baby. A little extra medication will kill the baby. But by the mother's love, by the mother's care, and the doctor's support, that baby will get new life, in spite of being in the incubator, in spite of being with ventilator, in spite having a hole in the heart. How many patients are there like that? But still a new life comes at the biological level. But later, school education, another life comes. The play school is over, the toys game is over. Now, pen and book and paper, science, math, social, instruments, that baby will get life after 10th standard. But unfortunately in Andhra, Telangana, one life gone, another life still goes by pressure cooker education, steam boiler education, China camp. And by the time after 2 years of intermediate, out comes zombies, dead bodies walking. Yenakena prakarena I will enter into medical, mother and father will put you into medical college. And it will take another 3 years, 4 years, 5 years of struggle to get some new life and the white coat and the stethoscope in your hand. And if that patient himself, that doctor himself doesn't have good life, a pure life, a purposeful life, a strong life, what will happen to the poor patient coming with faith to you? It happened with one doctor in Visakhapatnam when I was there 4 months back. I did not know that she is a doctor. I know that she is a devotee. She used to come for Aarti, Bhajan, meditation. And she started crying in my office. Crying, non-stop, unstoppable. It became so emotional for me also. A mother crying so much. Amma, apandi, neelu takandi, laddu tinandi koncham. Tell me, what is your problem? And the mother says, my son is in ICU. Doctor said 72 hours. What happened? Major road accident. And his head is broken. Skull they have stitched, they have done operation. 72 hours, ఏం చెప్పడానికి లేదు. విపరీతం ఏడుస్తుంది అమ్మగారు. నేను అన్నాను, మీరు ఎక్కువ ఏడుస్తుంటే ఆ నెగటివ్ వైబ్రేషన్స్ విల్ టచ్ యువర్ సన్ ఇన్ ది హాస్పిటల్ అండ్ హీ విల్ బికమ్ మోర్ సిక్. ప్లీజ్ కూల్ డౌన్. Read Vivekananda's teachings of strength. Read teachings Vivekananda of positive energy. Think that your son will be all right. Send positive thoughts. You are his loving mother. 72 hours is quite a long time. 3 days. And she went back with some faith. I don't know what worked. 7th day, she comes with a smile on her face. What happened? Son has become okay. He has been put into second room, general ward, and 7th day he is discharged from the hospital. Only physiotherapy required. Magic within 3 days. And I asked her, what are you doing? What is your profession? Are you IT or your bank or housewife? No, Swamiji, I am a doctor in a hospital. And this Dr. Amma herself is crying and crying. But when I gave this Vivekananda medicine, antibiotic, or a vaccine called Vivekananda message, this lady took it and she's so much recovered. Son has come back, he's walking now with a walker. When doctor said within 3 days, you have to just observe because head injury. But this fellow has been discharged, he's walking, and with physiotherapy he is moving about in his house. Miracle. A life comes out of a message, a new life. And if you want life out of life, let me tell you a small example of what is called a young man, and he's also a doctor, His name is Dr. Viktor Frankl. Have you heard his name, anybody? Viktor, Viktor Frankl. He is a Jewish doctor during the Second World War. He is a psychiatrist. He was working in Vienna, Austria. And when the World War was declared by Germany, Hitler, his first attack was the Jews. You know the stories? Holocaust? Millions and millions of Jews were murdered. Gas chambers. Like that. Poland was attacked. Austria was attacked. And what was Hitler's agenda? The Nazi army. Old people, ladies and gents, gas chambers. Children shot dead. Young people of your age and above, spoil the brain, kill their mind, so that the next generation of Jews will not be born. This was the agenda of Hitler, and he got hold of all these young people, put them in a notorious camp in Germany called Auschwitz. Please, if you want to know more, go and do Google search. Auschwitz concentration camps. It killed 10 million Jews within 3 years. And this Viktor Frankl is put into Auschwitz camp along with hundreds and hundreds of young people. His own age group, 20, 24, 27, 30, 35, all these young boys and girls. They are stripped naked, inhuman, chained like animals, like cows, like so even cattle. They are not put into jails, rooms. They are put into small cages. They have to crawl into that only. They cannot even sit. They are prohibited to talk. They are prohibited to read. They are prohibited to communicate with each other. And their entire family history is erased from the face of their earth. And what do? They give some dirty soup, rotten bread. They have to eat that for their nourishment, and the temperature is only minus 50 degrees centigrade. Minus 50 degrees, with only a napkin towel on their body. And if you see their photographs, some of the photographs are available even now in Google, you cannot eat for 3-4 days. Horrible, horrible, horrible. What another human being can do, another human being just 78 years ago. And to cut the story short, since the time is less, my dear friends, accidentally, one piece of newspaper keeps flying into the prison. Newspaper, German newspaper. And this, what you call your Viktor Frankl, who is not allowed to read, hides that paper in his pocket. He reads that newspaper secretly in the middle of the night when the main prisoner, jailers and police are all sleeping. Only 1 or 2 supervision. He reads that in a dim light and thinks about it. Can you guess, brothers and sisters, girls and boys, ఎన్ని రోజులు ఆ చిన్న న్యూస్ పేపర్ అతను చదివి ఉండొచ్చు? To keep his brain active, how many days he might have read? 1 day? Maybe. 2 days? Maybe. 4 days? Maybe. Sorry. He read that piece of newspaper every day for 4 years. It is all in the book called Man's Search for Meaning. Please read that book. Title is Man's Search for Meaning. You are all going to be elderly doctors treating the patients in different places in the country. Please read that book before you treat your patients. First treat yourself and then treat the patients. This will give you an eye opener. What exactly is life what exactly is medical service. He read this for 4 years, kept his brain active, and all other friends are becoming mad. పిచ్చి పట్టేస్తుంది అందరికీను, వాళ్ళందరినీ చంపేస్తున్నాడు. అది కావాల్సింది అతనికి, హిట్లర్ గారికి. అందరూ పిచ్చి పట్టాలి, జర్మన్స్ అందరూ పిచ్చి పట్టాలి, జ్యూస్ అందరూ చావాలి. బట్ ఇతను బ్రెయిన్ యాక్టివ్ చేసుకున్నాడు. Some of you will go to psychology, psychiatry, they keep the brain cells active, otherwise dull అయిపోతే you can't work in North India unless you have good coffee and keep your brain active by pranayama and yoga. డాక్టర్స్ ఫిట్గా ఉండాలి పేషెంట్స్ని ట్రీట్ చేసే ముందు. am I right?